What's up, guys? Zach here, otherwise known as Z Trades, and I just want to do a little trade review today on my three funded accounts this morning. So every morning I start on the 7-hour chart. So as you can see, it's the summer month, so it's very rangy, consolidative activity. We're basically just in this large range, right? We're even leaving failure swings, rage baiting everybody. So we're generally just within this range. So you can expect consolidative type of price action, but intraday as day traders, we can definitely get our money through this. So let's see what's going on here. All right, so we saw this is the weekly open here, so let's mark this out. And we saw, so I came into this week bearish, right? So I saw that ES had left these equal highs, and I was anticipating so that the corresponding highs would be these and these. But you can see NQ is much lower in the range at the weekly open than ES. So I anticipated in my weekly forecast that ES would come up here, sweep these equal highs, create an SMT with NQ, which it did. So you have the weekly open, high, low, close printing as we have a bearish weekly candle that we're anticipating with this price action. And with ES higher in the range, you can anticipate it would sweep that level first, and then NQ would use that bearish SMT to go lower. So then we saw 8 a.m., the 8 o'clock candle for Monday, ended up expanding higher. I actually got pretty chopped up in this day because I was waiting for the Asia low to be swept, and then I felt some FOMO or started chasing longs and ended up being chopped up in bad price action. So whenever my 7-hour bias isn't clear, I shouldn't be trading, right? My system goes along with my 7-hour bias. So on this day, I got chopped up, but that's besides the fact. So we have Monday opening higher, also closed within the Asia range here, the 1800 candle on Sunday. So we closed within here, so that signals weakness or potential return to the other side of the range, right? So I was anticipating that. Ended up with AM Monday being very consolidative and accumulative. Then we have an Asia expansion, which could a lot of times set up a low probability day. So I came into this day very strict. I said I only want shorts, right? I only want shorts in the lower half of this Asia range. Right, so to below EQ should hold price down if we are truly bearish. Let's do the same with ES here. So I go from the high to the closing price, as AM has taught us. Shout out to AM Trades. And then we have, let's see here. So I'm anticipating coming into this bearish. So my system says, let's show what my system is. I have it in the text box every morning. So what's the bias, right? If my 7-hour bias is bearish, then I need to wait for a liquidity sweep manipulation with SMT. If I have no SMT, I have no trade. If I have no manipulation, I have no trade, okay? So I'm coming into the 8 o'clock candle. My system also dictates I have to wait until 9:45 every morning, so I let the 9:30 manipulation play out before actually getting onto the directional move that I'm anticipating with my bias. So on this Tuesday morning, my bias was bearish, and so I'm basically just waiting now, right? I'm waiting for the 15-minute and the 1-minute chart to align with my 7-hour bias so I can attack my sell side targets, right? So I have this target, and I ultimately have these lows that I was aiming for. Okay, this is corresponding Asia low up here. You can see ES is a lot stronger, so that's why I was very weary that NQ would get here first and then potentially wick out and use this bullish SMT for higher, but that's besides the point. I'm coming into this day, my bias is bearish. Now, I drop down to the 15-minute chart, okay? Let's get this all clean. Let's put this to 10. Bear with me for a second. I want to start making these videos more often, so this is my first one ever. All right, so I'm coming into this bearish, right? We have this bearish SMT, we're have a V-shaped reversal expanding away from that bearish SMT. Now this is going to be the 8 o'clock candle, this PO3 indicator that I have, the 2 degrees, okay? So come in, I start filling it in, right? Bias, bearish. Liquidity sweep SMT, not yet, right? So we're waiting. You see this weakness coming into the open, right? And this weakness comes after what? It comes after ES sweeps the 1 o'clock high and creates SMT at 8 a.m. with NQ. So that tells me that NQ is looking to be the weaker asset, which overall is my bias, right? We have the NQ is much lower in the range as we discussed. So this is shaping up to be pretty good on Tuesday. All right, so we have this 1 o'clock low here. I want to see us reject this, not reject, I want to see us close below and use that low as resistance, for resistance. Let's get these all 10 o'clock, got a little OCD here, okay. All right, so now I'm coming into here. Before 9:30, we do have the CSD. We have this 2-stage SMT here. All right, so we have a 2nd stage SMT that tells us there's weakness. That's the 9:30 one that I was actually talking about. Sorry. Yeah, I was talking about this one. So we see this at 8:30, we create another high. ES sweeps twice. It's a stronger asset. NQ does not. ES has a CSD. So now we're already bearish going into the open, but the rule is we cannot trade before the open, right? And then we need NQ coming into the open to close below this level, which it does. Okay, so by the 9:15 close, these are both bearish assets. Now, so my 15-minute is aligned with my 7-hour, right? Now all I have to do is wait for what? My liquidity, my manipulation, my liquidity sweep with SMT. So I'm waiting, right? It's 9:30, I'm waiting. Now I see 9:30 comes up here. ES sweeps the high again. right? ES sweeps the high, NQ does not. So NQ is staying with my thesis of being weaker. This is looking very good. Now, full disclosure, I broke my wait till 9:45 rule and took a loss, because that's what you get when you break your rules. So I ended up taking a trade. I'll show you guys, right? So this is everything I'm anticipating, right? We have this 930 sweep. Let's get ES clean. All right, we have this 930 sweep. We create an SMT here. We get the CSD on both assets. So at this point, you're bearish, right? That's a 933. We confirm the CSD on both assets, so we're bearish now. My problem, I was a bit impatient. I saw this SIBI get tapped into. I took this CSD, even though it was at 939, and I should have waited 6 more minutes, but that's what happens. And so I think I took this one on the retest here. I had to stop on the body. I was trying to be cheeky, and I got cooked, right? So I got cooked. Ended up taking a little too much risk, minus 500 on each account. I'm trading 3 funded accounts, as you can see here on Tradecopia, with funded next. So I ended up taking a $500 loss on each account, which I don't like, because I'm really should have only been risking 300 or 350 on that trade. So let me show you my executions. I mean, here, I'll show you the prices just so you can see them, but I just want to make it a little cleaner. Actually, it's not bad. We can keep it. Okay, so I got cooked here. I'm like, oh, all right. You know, following every rule except waiting for 9:45. Literally just doing dumb shit, right? You can totally avoid these things. So we wait. No, okay, I do want to get these off. So we wait. Where's 9:45? 9:45 opens right here. Immediate weakness at 9:45. Love that. I'm allowed 2 bullets per day, so my second bullet executes right here. I think I executed a bit low. Yeah, I should have done it up here. So I ended up doing this. It was like that. And then where I'm taking this projection here. So I really want this, ultimately, right? Not that one, this. So yeah, so I enter after anticipating this CSD, after I see that candle moving. That CSD tells me this SIBI should hold, right? We got one close above and then immediately back down. So that tells me we're bearish. I put my stop on this candle's high. I'm just trying to get more risk on. Honestly, it wasn't too good. I should have kept my stop up here and had smaller size. I had 5 micros here, and then once the trade starts moving in my direction, I had a big retracement here, and then once this closed below here, I was willing to add more, so I added 5 more, so now I have 10 micros on. At this point, I'm reducing my risk. So when I have 10 micros on, I'm reducing to here, to this candle's high. And then, yeah, I want to hold down here, but I'm also happy with the numbers on my screen. I'm up, 1,100 on each account for this trade, being minus 500 before, minus 550. End up being plus 500, 550 on each account, a little over $1,500 on the day. So that's all you gotta do here, right? Look at my text box. All right, so we have our liquidity sweep. Yes. CSD IFG post 9:45. So we have pre 9:45, CSD post 9:45 right here, right? 9:45 open right there. Yes. If yes, execute. If no, wait. Usually when these things don't happen, when the market is not aligning with my 7-hour bias, typically it's going to be a low probability day and I shouldn't be trading anyway. So when the CSD IFG is a no, you wait. And you wait and you analyze whether or not this is a low probability day and if it's worth putting risk on the market. This is how you avoid bad losses. I've been a quote-unquote profitable trader for over 2 years. The only thing that loses me money is doing dumb shit and taking bad losses. So as soon as you can avoid taking bad losses, the money just comes, man. Focus on the process. Focus on the system. Bias, manipulation, liquidity sweep with SMT, a CSD or IFG on your entry time frame, execute. If not, wait. Do this every day for thousands of days. All right, I just want to show you guys. Here's my daily P&L on each account. 350K funded accounts with funded next. Nice, right? It's really not that hard. Just gotta do the right thing. All right, that's the trades. Those were my 2 trades this morning, and hopefully I'll be doing more of these. So if you guys do like it, please leave a like, subscribe. I think I'm gonna start live streaming my day trades each day, 4 or 5 days a week, just to keep me accountable and show people that as long as you follow the system, you can actually be a full-time trader. All right, have a good one, guys.